Greetings. My name is Abdullah, and I am your teacher for Advanced English from New York City. I welcome you to subscribe to this channel to move your English to a higher level. Today's article is about a fire in the state of Hawaii. Let's get started. Maui wildfires, death toll climbs to 480, locals claim, as Hawaii morgue workers run out of body bags and survivors are left to recover the charred remains of their loved ones. And here below we see a photo of one portion of the results of the fire. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the word char. Char means to burn something until it becomes black. So, for example, you can char vegetables or you can char meat. Some people prefer it like that. If you continue to burn something such as a building, it can crumble and become ashes. So again, the word char means to burn something until it becomes black, as we see in the first picture on the first page. By Ruth Stiles in Lahaina, Hawaii for dailymail.com. Maui authorities are dramatically underplaying the number of people known to have died in the inferno that ripped through Lahaina last week, with locals telling dailymail.com that the actual death toll is at least 480 and that morgues had run out of body bags. The figure is quadruple that of the official number of 111, and some of the relatives of the victims have been left to uncover the remains of their loved ones themselves due to the glacial progress of the search and recovery operation. And over here on the right, we see mobile morgues where the dead are being collected. This word quadruple is a gift to all of my students. Quadruple means to multiply by 4. So, for example, when she started her business, she only had one taxi. Then, over the years, it quadrupled to 4. Now, she owns a fleet. So again, quadruple is the next number up from triple. The soaring death toll means authorities have also had to bring in mobile morgues with 5 refrigerated trucks parked outside the Maui Police Department morgue office to store the remains of 5 victims. DailyMail.com photos show an aerial view of a body bag being loaded into a refrigerated truck at the MPD morgue office on Thursday. And we see that here on the left. Officially, the death toll from the Maui wildfire has reached at least 111 as of Thursday, but locals claim the true number is 4 times that. The word store here is difficult for some people to understand. Store means to put or keep things in a special place for the future. So, for example, he expected that in the future there might be trouble. So he stored food, water, and gold and silver for his family. So again, store means to keep things in a special place for the future. Maui resident and volunteer Allison Medina, 24, has also claimed authorities are underplaying the death toll. I know there are at least 480 dead here in Maui, and I don't understand why they're not saying that. For Allison Medina, 24, who has lived in Maui for 5 years and has spent the past 2 weeks making perilous trips into Lahaina to help burned out residents, this is still too slow. That is still too slow. Speaking in an exclusive interview with dailymail.com, she said, people have been doing their own recovery. I know there are at least 480 dead here in Maui, and I don't understand why they're, the authorities, not saying that. Maybe it's to do with DNA or something. I do know they ran out of body bags by the first or second night and had to ship some in from the mainland. Allison says the slow recovery process has led to family members being left to find the charred corpses of their loved ones themselves, including a friend of hers who lost 4 family members. She told dailymail.com, I have a personal friend who lost her parents, sister, and 10-year-old nephew. She went into Lahaina and saw them there. What is meant by the word recovery here? Recovery means to get back something that was lost. So, for example, after working for a month on her project, she was very upset when she lost all of her data because she knew its recovery would be very expensive. So, again, to recover something means to get back something that was lost. Authorities had set up a mobile morgue to allow bodies to keep cool while they try to identify the remains. Right. So we see a photo of that here on the right hand side. Recovery teams can be seen sifting through scorched debris throughout Lahaina in search of the 1,000 people that remain unaccounted for. And we see workers here working on the left. Here on the left hand side, the man with the red helmet. Cars and buildings marked with an X can be seen throughout the city to indicate that they have been searched, but hundreds more remain to be inspected. Right. So if you look closely at this photo on the right hand side, you will notice that the car on the driver's side door has a very bright neon yellow X sprayed onto it. And that is to indicate that the car has already been searched for the remains of the dead. I recently explained the word debris in another video. Tell me its meaning and the sentence I used to explain it in the comments, inshallah. The bodies that have been recovered were burnt beyond recognition, and authorities are now asking friends and family of missing people to submit their DNA so the remains of their loved ones can be identified. And we have an example photo over here on the right-hand side. And finally, bottom left, workers, including members of the Disaster Mortuary Operational Response Team, stand in front of refrigerated trucks at the MPD morgue office in Maui, left. And again, we have some individuals standing, leading, lending their assistance for the recovery process after the fire. Beyond recognition is a great English expression. It means to look completely different and unrecognizable from the original. For example, when he was younger, he worked out until his own friends say he has changed beyond recognition. I want to take this time to say that next week, inshallah, I will mention the names of those that have subscribed and have written their names in the comments. That's it for now. Until next week, Allah Yat week.